Hey, we're For Today, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to our interview with For Today. How are you?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys could do this with us. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. So you're now on the 2016 headlining tour. How are the shows treating you so far?
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's been awesome. Last night in Montreal was out of control. Probably the coolest show we've ever played in that city, which is awesome. Yeah, it's been a blast. I think tonight is going to be a lot of fun too. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's a B market tour, so we're playing a lot of like the cities that don't get shows every single tour. So it's been cool to be able to bring shows in, especially in a time of year like it's in the winter right now. So a lot of tours aren't out crossing paths, so it's kind of facilitating a group of kids that don't get shows all the time. So it's been kind of really fun because it's the one chance for like the month for some of them.
Yeah.
Tonight's my first time actually seeing For Today, and I'm so excited because I've seen so many pieces of live footage and so many photographs, and your shows just look really, really intense. So I was wondering, when you're on stage and you're kind of looking down at the crowd and all the craziness going on, what's running through your head?
I'm mostly thinking, just don't screw this song up. Yeah, that's more or less what's going on in my head.
Yeah?
For me, on top of that, I'm also thinking I'm really glad that I'm up here and not getting hit by other people.
Yeah?
So that's I love watching stage dives. Being stage dove upon, I don't like as much. So
Sometimes we catch feet to the face or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, a guy will like flip off the crowd onto the stage and catch us on the way down. It's all right.
My
It's
pet
fun.
peeve is the stage diver that kicks my microphone into my teeth. That's my least favorite.
That's happened a lot for you to actually have some.
I watch kids for the microphone.
Yeah,
so
he actually has
wow.
dentures. They knocked out all of his teeth.
You're on alert.
These
Not
are
true.
replacement teeth.
Not true.
Not true.
It's true. Don't let him lie to you.
When you go to shows, are you cautious also in the crowd? Like, do you prefer to stand back, or are you kind of in the chaos?
Yeah, I stand back.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I was in the chaos. I'd spend the whole show in the pit, but maybe I'm a little older now than I used to be, and getting kicked in the face maybe it hurts a
Doesn't
little bit
appeal
worse
as
now.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely a back of the room guy. I'm also a sound dork, so I'm usually like behind the soundboard, like nerding out about sound. We're not fun at all.
Well, you jumped Wake back in October. Have you been overwhelmed at all about the response from your fans? Because even though it's been a few months, you're still getting tweets daily about just how much people are loving this record.
People seem to really like it. This one was kind of a gamble for us because it's kind of a pretty significant departure from some of the sound and even the lyrical content that we've had in the past, and so we kind of thought, well, maybe people won't like it. The people that followed For Today to that point, maybe would say, oh, this is too different. We're not into it. So it was a little bit of a gamble, but it seemed like people that liked the band for a long time like it, as well as people that maybe didn't like the band before, heard this record and said, oh, I haven't been a For Today fan, but this new stuff is really cool. So yeah, it's been super exciting to see such a positive response.
You had a lot of people coming up to you after shows who are newer fans, just kind of saying like, hey, this is my first time, and I'm totally on the For Today
There
train
are a
now.
lot of people at these shows that have never seen us before. This is their first time, which is cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's also weird when you have so many records like we do to be playing songs that are newer to us, but they're also newer to our fan base. And sometimes even certain shows we'll see songs that we recorded, 6 years ago or 5 years ago, that go over well, but like you can tell that they're not the ones that people know yet. So that's even weirder. That's a weirder place to come in your career when your old stuff that like has always been the songs that your staple songs are no longer like the ones that they're the most familiar with. So it's been kind of cool to see the evolution of our fan base too, and how they've grown and changed over the years too.
There's a line on the record I really, really like, which is no truth, no sacrifice. The world has grown content with compromise. For any of you, just tell me a little bit more about this lyric. Is there something in specific that you think people are compromising on, or do you think people are kind of like sheep nowadays, conforming to whatever is popular? What was that about?
Well, I think that really speaks to a lot of things. As a Christian band, everything that we do, really not even as a Christian band, just as Christian guys, everything that we do is sort of shaped by our faith and our belief, and so even that particular lyric, the idea behind the title "No Truth, No Sacrifice" and the lyric "No Truth, No Sacrifices" is the reality that the sacrifice that we make, the sacrifices that we are able to sort of make when as we commit our life to a thing, or as we invest ourselves into a thing, that is a response to the truth of the message of Jesus that we believed. And so as we are talking about compromise, really I think the broader thing that we were trying to convey, or the broader message that we were trying to convey in that lyric is that the sacrifices we make with our life are a response to the truth that we believe. And if I believe that there's no greater success in the world than making money, that's going to affect the way that I treat people. It's going to affect the way that I think about myself. If I believe there's no greater success in life than loving other people and being loved, that'll affect the way that I live my life. And so, as we think about that line, "No truth, no sacrifice," really for me, the way that I've always looked at that is that what we sacrifice, or how we invest our life, how we spend ourselves, is always going to be determined by what we believe. And if we believe something wrong, the danger of that is sacrificing and investing our lives into something that is ultimately worthless. And so, living in a world that has grown content with compromise, I think that is evidence of the fact that the thing we're believing, for the most part, isn't really true. I think that, and that obviously opens up a whole other a whole other conversation. But for the fact that we live in a world that is so okay with compromise, and so okay with constantly lowering the standard of what is right or what's wrong or what is beneficial or what's harmful, is, I think, evidence of the fact that the thing that we're believing, what we're building our life on, in most cases is wrong. It's fake.
I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah.
On a little bit of a lighter note, I came across something that said you guys are fans of Marvel, big Marvel fans. Do I have the two in the group who enjoy Marvel?
Our drummer
is the worst.
He's a little. It's like a little over the top.
I love
He's
it.
inappropriate.
I feel like I'm reasonable. Like, I'm a dork about it, but within reason. Like, I watch all the shows. I watch all the side TV versions,
the spin-offs
of things.
And everything.
He's the guy that's like, it's not as good as the comics. He's like, in the comics this happened. So he's super dork. So like, I'm like rational human dork.
I'm a little guilty of that. So
like, I'm like rational, I think, but I love it. I'm super into it. It's
I'm like a fringe fan.
The movies that they've been doing with in the Marvel Cinematic Universe are very awesome. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a great TV show. I've been watching that. Agent Carter is a good one, which is a newer one that they're into. They're all good. But the Avengers movies are super sick.
Yeah.
Captain America is sick.
Ant-Man
was a sleeper sick. Thought that was gonna. I
thought it was gonna be so lame. It was not lame.
Not lame at all. The Winter Soldier, Captain America movie
that was fantastic.
Was a game changer.
Bomb.
So we all like it. Varying levels of dorkiness, but it's universally liked in our band.
Are you also into the comics, or is it more so the film part?
I'm more into the film thing.
Okay.
I didn't really get into the comic thing as a kid, so it kind of like, I feel weird as like a 27-year-old man being like, I'm now into comics. It's like, there's only so there's only so far you I can only have so many new interests before people are gonna go, is he like having like a quarter life crisis?
Comic-Con would beg to differ.
Oh yeah, you're right. You in trouble now.
It's all people over 30. So.
Well, I feel like these people have probably been into the comics for a long time.
That's true.
This is a weird time in life to start getting into comics.
Yeah. That's my thing. If I grew up on it, I would totally still be into it, but I can't make there's a whole like learning curve of things that I'm just not prepared for.
We don't have time to catch up on 25 years of missed comics.
Yes.
Yes, and like fan fiction and all sorts of things.
It's never ending.
Nobody's got time for that.
Yeah.
I said that wrong. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Since you do love the film aspect, have you seen the new Deadpool?
I haven't. Our drummer went literally yesterday.
Opening day.
Yeah, the day it came out. Yeah.
Yeah, he apparently it's fantastic, but as soon as we get back into the States and have like some ability to use our phones and stuff, I'm sure we'll all go see it as soon as we have a little bit of a window. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for it though.
Yeah, me too. Just outside of Marvel and music, what does the band like doing together for some fun?
We don't have fun. I'm just kidding. You want to know what we?
Yeah,
This is
tell me the truth.
This is gonna be so lame. What we do for fun is go eat good food.
Yeah?
If we're like, yo, we got a few free hours, let's hit up like Cheesecake Factory, and that for us is like the best. Having like a really nice meal.
The
Can't beat it.
never-ending
Or we'll go.
menu.
Or we'll go see a movie.
First
or
day of the
something.
tour was in Austin, Texas, and I'm really into Food Network stuff. We went to the Salt Lake Barbecue. I've been planning on it for like a very long
So sick.
time.
I've been waiting years to go there.
My whole day was based
You have?
around how we're
I
gonna.
wanted to go for years.
It is
It's sweet.
freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The Brent Inns, unreal.
So good.
Unreal. So yeah, that's kind of a thing we do. Is like we try to eat like at least maybe like once every other day or every day. Try to eat something that's sick rather than like you're inevitably on tour going to eat like Taco Bell, McDonald's,
Yeah,
and all of
gas
the stuff.
station,
It's
Yeah.
just not
whatever,
good
yeah.
or good for you, but it's open at 1:00 in the morning when you're trying to eat.
Mm-hmm.
But so we try to have one every now and again where we just like go all in on it, and Salt Lake Barbecue is pretty sick.
Yeah.
What would you say was the best meal you had on this tour? Would it be that?
I think that's going to be.
Yeah,
That's
I
gonna
think
be
that's
tough
it.
to
Yeah?
beat. It's going to be tough to
That's
beat.
a hard yeah. That's the best
Hard
one.
yeah.
Well, I want to bring up the fact that you're always giving back to your fans, whether it's with these meet and greets that you're doing or you're always replying via social media, and you once even gave out your own cell phone number for them to contact you. What's the coolest thing a fan has given you?
And countless like cool things. Like people make like interesting like metal. We've had people do like metalworking necklaces, and people do like wood burning stuff. Like just so many tattoos, like in crazy amounts of tattoos.
Yeah.
With lyrics to our songs on them, and you know, just like permanent life changing
Yeah.
things. You know, which
Yeah.
is it's
We met
really
some
humbling.
fans that named their kid after me.
Really?
Yeah, they had a baby.
What was your reaction
And his
to
middle
that?
name is Mattie. I mean, that's pretty serious, you know. And I was thankful. I think that is cool. I mean, if that's what they want to do, I obviously would not say like, hey, please name your kids after me. But if they chose to do that, and I think that is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dedication.
Yeah, there's been
For real.
a lot of stuff like that. I think it's cool because people express like their, I don't know, I guess their gratitude for what we do in different ways.
Yeah.
But it's really just cool for us to have anybody care at all. So for people to be expressing gratitude at all is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So especially when I go to like extremes and it's like check out my head tattoo that it's like a lyric, or my knuckle tattoos or something. I'm just like, that's serious.
Yeah.
But thank you. That's really cool.
I have always, while we're on the subject, I have always wanted a fan to knit me an ugly sweater, like a Bill Cosby style sweater.
Yeah? Has it happened?
No, it's never happened. I even posted a
Fans,
tweet about
come
it
on.
and said, hey, if you knit me a sweater and bring it to a show, I'll put you on the guest list. Nobody did it. There's no sweaters coming in. I'm so bummed out. I said the uglier the better. I just want some disgusting, like, awkward sweater that doesn't even fit good. Has, like,
Sure, you could go down.
Holes in it?
my face on it or something. It just looks like a weird zombie.
Probably roll down to Honest Ed's and pick up one pretty easy.
I probably could. But it
Shout out
wouldn't
to
have
Homesteads.
it wouldn't have the same impact as like, hey, I made you this terrible sweater. That'd be sweet. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen someday.
So,
While we're discussing fans, is there anything you want to say to yours who are going to be viewing the interview?
We think you guys are awesome. And we love you, and we want you to come hang out with us soon.
that's true. We agree. All
Yeah.
of us. It's a universally agreed upon thing.
We
in
just
our
talked
group.
about it,
Yeah.
and we
Talk about it
decided
often.
we love you guys.
Thanks for listening to our band and moshing.
Yeah,
Moshing.
more stage dives. Just not even just at our shows, but like just in life. If you see the opportunity for a stage dive, if you're like at the movie theater, a gas station, wherever, you take that opportunity. Seize the moment.
For today, INC has no legal obligation towards any consequences of any
That's right,
stage
yeah.
dives. But please do them.
Yeah.
Please. And just, I want to say thank you so much for your time today. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
That wraps everything up
Our pleasure.
for today.
Ah.
Remember, to everyone viewing, visit us at amusicblogya.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. See you next time.